Hey, what's up guys, welcome to the channel. This is your latest camera news roundup. We've got some Sony news as they might be announcing a new camera. We've got some Nikon Z8 news, and then we've also got some Canon news as well about their actual new lenses that they might be releasing. So make sure you actually stick to the end of the video to make sure you watch all three news articles. But anyway, let's just jump straight into the video and start off with the new Sony camera. So as you can see, Sony FX30 might be announced around September 28th, which is only next week. This is not a real photo of the camera itself, but it says, from what I've gathered, Sony could announce a new FX30 camera around September 28th. And then the Sony FX30 specs, there's a 26 megapixel sensor. So on the FX3, I'm pretty sure it's a 12 megapixel sensor because it's a cinema camera. So it's going to actually have a little bump up in photo resolution as well for the sensor. It's going to have 4K 120p. It's going to have the same body as the FX3, and it's almost the same FX3 video specs. And it's going to be announced in late September, which is September 28th. So a very short article, but this is basically the new camera that I can actually be releasing. So leave a comment below if you actually are interested in this camera. Do you own an FX3 already, or do you actually looking to get an FX30 if it's actually coming out? Leave a comment below saying what you actually think, but let's just go straight into the next article about the Nikon. So as you can see, the Nikon Z8 should be coming in 2023, and there's a little deposit here of the Nikon Z8. It says number 1, item quantity 1. It's not in English or anything like that. And then it's got a date down here. I don't know why that says what that date says, but basically fuel date 27th. So the Z8 basically saying that it's real. And the Nikon Z8 is rumored to be announced and released in 2023. The time frame received from multiple sources is late March 2023 or early April, or like around spring, but I'm not sure because of the official announcement or for the actual release shipping. So if it is actually for the actual release date of this camera, then the announcement will come a little bit earlier before that, so maybe around early March time or something like that. But it says there's a very low probability that we'll actually get an announcement in 2022. It's going to have a Z9 like camera but without the built-in grip, with the same sensor as the Z9 but just in a smaller body. Basically impossible to achieve the same performance in a smaller body, but it doesn't make sense. So that's why there's a little ums and ahs about the Z8, because how can you have that performance level of the Z9 into a smaller body? It also says no matter what the details are about the camera, it seems that people who have seen and tried the camera already are very excited about it and believe it will be an even bigger hit than the Z9. I'm guessing because it's going to be a smaller body, so it's going to be weighed less. It's also probably going to be priced cheaper as well, with a little bit less specs on it as well. But that's the actual end of the article for this one. So let's jump straight into the Canon rumors article now and talk about their actual new 4 prime lenses that are going to be coming out. So there are 4 wide-angle L prime lenses coming in the next 12 months, CR2. And if you don't know what a CR2 is, we'll come over to the CR rating system over here, get rid of this ad while it loads. And it says, so you've got a CR0, which is a joke, it is not a real at all. Then you've got a CR2 is good information from a known source, and the CR3 is a fact. So the next one above CR2 is a fact. So CR2 is very good information from a known source that they can actually trust. So if we actually go back to the article and actually have a read up of what lenses that actually are be coming out. So the only really RF prime lenses we have is the RF 24mm f1.8 and the 35mm f1.8. So this is actually what Canon will be releasing within the next 12 months. So we're going to have an RF 12mm f1.8, which people say is the best for astrophotography. You've got a Canon RF 24mm 1.4 L lens, a Canon RF 28mm f1.4 L lens as well. So very, very similar between them two. I don't really know why someone would have a 28 and a 24mm f1.4 considering the price difference. Like, they're both going to probably be priced the same, so what's the point in having just an extra 4mm? And then you've got a Canon RF 35mm f1.2 L lens, and then this has been rumoured for years. So RF 35mm 1.2, I did have an actual video on that might be not coming for a very long time, so this actually might be coming out last. And then it also says, that said, the next L lens to be announced from Canon will be the RF 135mm f1.8 lens, and they're not sure if it will come with image stabilization or not, but basically, so the next L lens is going to be the RF 135mm f1.8, and then after that, within the next 12 months, so this time next year, we're going to have them for ultra wide and wide prime lenses that look very, very professional, and they're going to be all of them are going to be L series lenses as well. So they're going to cost a lot, but they're going to be really, really nice as well. A lot of 1.4s and 1.2s as well in there. So I guess we'll have to see within the next 12 months. But that's the end of the articles for today, the Nikon, Sony and Canon news. So leave a comment below what you think of all these cameras and all these lenses that are going to be coming out. So if you did enjoy this video, why not hit that like button and subscribe to see more news videos like this in the future. I do them pretty much every week, so within the latest camera news, also DJI news like drones, you will find it on this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.